This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
Cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, we're back for another one, and we're hoping for two more that were just like the first two today. A upset as the 7 seed knocks off the 2 seed 10-4. Post 400 Stars out of Fargo over Winners over Fargo Post 2. And then an 8-inning thriller that was 0-0 going into the 6th, and Minot would walk off Dickinson in a heartbreaking loss for the Rough Riders. And they would win 5-4. So that sets the Stars up against Minot tomorrow, and then Fargo Post 2 versus Dickinson as they go through the lineups here for the Grand Forks Royals. We'll get the camera on there, and since we didn't get on air in time for the start of those lineups, let's go over them right now here, as we'll let the PA announcer tell who's in attendance, who's starting, and who's watching. I'll do the duties for the PA announcer here. So the batting lineup for Grand Forks looks like this. Top of the order, 1, 2, 3. Second baseman, Dylan Kuntz. Right fielder, Ross Myers. Center fielder, Matt Scribner. Middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6. Shortstop, Ryan Muzalar. Designated hitter, Zach Carolyn. And first baseman, Mason Stroh. And then the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9, is the catcher Spencer Spruill. The third baseman, Zach Ziegler. And the left fielder, Nick Holter. And not batting, but your starting pitcher for Grand Forks will be Jack Jonke. And for the Bismarck Governors, as they start to introduce them right now, batting 1, 2, 3, top of the order. Pitcher Ben Patton, shortstop Isaac Pegors, left fielder Jackson Euler. Middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6. First baseman Jack Johnson, catcher Crew Walker, third baseman Noah Riedinger. And then the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9, is Ryan Cupp, the second baseman, right fielder Carson Motzenbacher, and the center fielder Jackson Klitfell. I believe it's Riedinger, if I remember right from a previous game. I should have asked, but I didn't, and I apologize. So if I'm getting that wrong, Bismarck Governor fans, feel free to chime in on our chat, and I'll make sure to get it right going forward. So.
Assisted by Blaine Steiner, Travis Stevens, Matt Power, and Bad Boy Ryan Suchi.
It looks like we'll have a national anthem here. If it's sung by a person, we'll keep it live. Oh no, it'll be the Legion Code first.
Please repeat after me. I will keep the rules, keep faith in my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under victory, and keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Play ball.
All right, so no national anthem.
Today's game, behind the plate, Ryan Horniker.
But that's okay. We had the national anthem before the first game, and as I mentioned, that first game was a stunner. The 2-seeded Fargo Post 2 gets upset by their rivals, the 7-seeded Fargo Post 400 Stars. They fall 10-, I wrote down 10-4. I thought it was 10-5. Let me look at my, well, how about we pull it up. Well, I can't pull it up on the website for you at home, but I can pull it up on my website for me here at BNC National Bank Field. And let me just double check. Yeah, 10-5. I wrote down 10-4 in my book. I don't want to discredit post 2 with a run there. So 10-5 in that first game, and 5-4 in 8 innings. Minot walks off Dickinson in a game that was tied 0-0 going into the 6th inning of play. So we got 2 fun ones here today, and we're looking to see if games 3 and 4 can produce even 70% of the excitement level of those first 2 games. We'll have to see what happens. Right now, we're at 91 degrees. The earlier hour-by-hour forecast had us in the 100s, but there's been an overcast sky, and that's been blocking out the direct sunlight from the sun, and that has certainly kept things a little bit cool here in Mandan, North Dakota. And that's not just for me, the broadcaster, but for the players on the field, who are probably wearing the most clothing of anybody here in the stadium, to be 100% honest with you. And turf field's always warmer than a grass field, so keep that in mind. That makes things 5 to 10 degrees hotter as well. So once again, if you missed the first 2 games, they are available on our website, going to the on-demand section, and you can do that by going to our website, msportsnet.com. Under archive or under on demand, click on archives, and you'll come to not that screen, but this screen here. There we go. And you'll see all the games are lined up there, most recent ones at the top, and you simply click the word watch next to the one that you want to watch. And as you can see, we'll have all the games here today, as well as the remaining 10 other games of this tournament as we move into the top of the first inning of play here with the left-handed Kuntz. And the first pitch comes across at 3:55 p.m. for a ball. It's 1-0 here to the pitcher, or to the batter, Kuntz. Two balls and no strikes now, and make it 2 balls, 1 strike. There we go. Now we're caught up on the pitches. And a quarter swing, and he went, and that's strike 2. Had to stop and look at the scoreboard for a second. Here's the 2-2 from Ben Patton on the mound. That one will skip in. That'll be ball 4, apparently. So we were off by a pitch, but that's okay. Ross Meyer, the batter now here. That puts a runner on. I'll zoom out our camera a little bit so you can get a look at all 3 bases. We'll zoom in when there's no runner on first. So defensively here for the Bismarck Governors in their red and white, I don't know if you want to call it camouflage jerseys. They look pretty cool, whatever you want to call them. But basically mostly red with white. I'm just going to pass on trying to describe it to you there. And then the Royals in their light blue with darker blue stripes or trim circle. I'm going to give up on that one too. It's not my the end of the 3 o'clock hour is not my hour of the day to describe stuff to people. So give up there. 1-1 to Rossmeyer. So let's try this again. Around the bases here for Bismarck. Ben Patton on the mound, and catching those pitches from Patton will be Crew Walker, the catcher. And Patton just tried the pickoff attempt over to his first base teammate, Jack Johnson. He's got Ryan Cupp at second. Isaac Pegor is the shortstop. Noah Riedinger at third. Jackson Euler in left. Carson Machenbacher in right. Jackson Klitfeld in straightaway center. And that's how the Governors set up defensively here at BNC National Bank Field in Mandan, North Dakota. Once again, we are at 91 degrees. We're supposed to be at 100 right now, with temperatures expected to climb as high as 102, but we've had an overcast sky that's kept the sun away, and has kept things in the low 90s, upper 80s throughout the day today so far. We started our first game with a temperature of 88, and it hasn't gotten much higher than that. 2-2. He'll reach for it, pop it up, foul. No one will make a play on it, and they'll go right where it's at 2-2. Once again, Ross Meyer, the batter.
Please return all foul balls to the press box.
Three balls and 2 strikes now here to Ross Meyer. And the payoff pitch will be considered fouled at the plate.
Center fielder, number 4, Matt Scribner.
They will consider it a strikeout and not a foul at the plate, so Meyer will go down, we'll call it swinging. Now Matt Scribner steps up to the plate. He takes the first pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. Scribner will be followed by Ryan Muzalar if no double plays happen. Once again, the runner on first is Dylan Kuntz for the Grand Forks Royals. As Patton on the mound sets and winds and delivers. And this one is going to be delivered into right field past the diving Ryan Clark. And now the throw to third, head first slide, the throw back to second, safe. Safe at third, safe at second. A good start here in the top of the first for Grand Forks. On paper, this is one of the more even matchups, you could say, as it's the 4-seeded Bismarck Governors and the 5-seeded Grand Forks Royals. But as we saw in the first 2 games, seedings don't matter at this point right now. As we had one lower seed win, and we almost had a second lower seed win, but that one took extra innings for the higher seed to get by and win. And they only won by 1. If that game were to be played again, it might be a different result. But fortunately for Minot, you only have to play 1, and unfortunately for Dickinson, you can only play 1. So now there's an opportunity. There's a possibility that if Dickinson can battle through the bottom half of the bracket, that they would meet up with Minot again, but for a chance at revenge, you could say. But same applies for Post 2. If they could battle through the bottom half of the bracket, there's a possibility that they could meet up with Post 400 again in this tournament.
Designated hitter, number 3, Zach Carolyn.
And not another visit, but the first visit to the mound here for the Bismarck Governors, as they have loaded up the bases now here with Dylan Kuntz on third, Matt Scribner on second, Ryan Muzalar on first. Seven minutes into the ball game, still in the first inning. 7 minutes into the ball game. On that last game, we were in the middle of the second already. I mean, that one cruised by in the 0-0 pitchers duel going into the 6th inning. I think we're at 40 minutes after 6 innings, and then the final 2 innings took almost an hour and a half. Hour and 18 minutes, I believe, if I remember correctly. One ball, no strike. You can make it 2 balls, no strikes. Zach Carolyn, the batter. On deck is Mason Stroll. And 3 balls, no strikes, and Ben Patton is potentially a pitch away from putting Grand Forks on the scoreboard. Not on that pitch, though. He'll get the strike, but he's still in danger. The pitch, and it drops foul. It would have been 2-0 had that one not sliced over the line the way it did. It was almost like a hook. Yeah, it was more of, it wasn't a slice, it was a hook, as I remember my golf terminology correctly. And I'm not even a golf player, I just know that from playing a few video games. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and payoff number 2 coming here from Patton. That one into the gap in right center, left center. Kuntz scores. Rounding third is Scribner. Muzalar's in at third. It's a 2-run RBI double for Carolyn, and Grand Forks on the board. It's 2-0.
First baseman, number 10, Mason Stroh.
So runners on second and third with nobody, or checked out with 1 out, and Mason Stroh with a base hit could double up the current score. Pitch is inside, caught the edge for a strike, 0-1. Patton already had 25 pitches here in the first inning. The daily max is 105. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Once Patton hits 31, he'll be required to take a 1-day rest. 46 is a 2-day rest, 61 is a 3-day rest, and 81 is a 4-day rest. And the daily max is 105, and each pitcher can make 2 appearances in 3 consecutive days. That one going high to left. And getting under it there's Euler. And the throw will come in. It's 3-0 as Muselar scores on the sac fly by Stroh to deep left.
Catcher, number 5, Spencer Sproul.
That takes the runner off third. So a quick strike here for the Royals. 2 down on a sac fly to score Muselar from third. Now Patton will get the signal here from Walker. In the pitch. And now the throw to second. And that one will be recovered there by Pigors, the shortstop. Oh, wait, no. Cup did get it. I thought Pigors went back and got it, but Pigors was just there as a backup in case it got by Cup. 1 ball, 1 strike to count here to Spencer Sproul. That one hits the edge for a strike. 1-2. And that one's outside. That evens up the count at 2 apiece.
Good, you're good. Large or medium? Large.
And the 2-2. That one's hit high to left. It'll drift foul.
Thank you. Appreciate all your work.
And unfortunately for Grand Forks, it drifted foul. Fortunately for Bismarck, it drifted foul. Once again, the runner on second is Zach Carolyn. Carolyn. My apologies. And that one's out for a ball. That's a full count here to Sproul, and that puts Zach Ziegler in the batter's box next here, if it's a walk. If it's a strikeout, it'll bring up Bismarck. It will not be a strikeout. A diamond cutter into center field. Rounding third is Carolyn. He will come in and score. It's an RBI single for Spencer Sproul, and Grand Forks is up 4-0.
Third baseman, number 16, Zach Ziegler.
And for Sproul, we'll have a courtesy runner, and that is going to be number 10, Mason Stroll. For Stroll. Pitch comes in for a strike to Ziegler. Four runs on 3 hits, no errors yet. And this one will get by a diving first baseman into right field. And that moves Carolyn up to, or that moves Stroh up to first, is what I meant to say. All right, now I got my stat book caught up. So first and second, Mason Stroh. Second, Zach Ziegler first. Nick Holter, the batter, 1 balls and 2 strikes. That one strikes him out looking. He goes down window shopping. But a good inning for Grand Forks. 4 runs on 3 hits, and they leave 2 stranded on base. No errors by Bismarck. And now it's Bismarck to bat. Patton, Pegors, Euler, top of the order. Right after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Marvin is hiring in Fargo. Marvin's pay starts at $18.50 to $22 per hour, and applying is easy at marvin.com/join us. Do you have experience in manufacturing? Join the Marvin team, where you'll earn based on your experience. Apply today at marvin.com/join us.
All right, welcome back here to BNC National Bank Field in Southwest Mandan, home of the Mandan Chiefs, and this year home of the 2021 State AA Legion Baseball Tournament, and it's been a good one here so far. Post 400 Stars picking up a 10-5 win over the Post 2 Bombers, or Post 2, just Post 2, regular Post 2. Sorry about that, for any Post 2 fans that might be watching. And then Minot with an 8-run walk-off 5-4 win over Dickinson in game number 2, and now we're in game 3, and the Royals have jumped out to a 4-run lead. They actually have 4 hits instead of 3. We'll add 1 more to that. We're 18 minutes into this ball game here. It's Jack Jonke on the mound, and that one's fouled away for a strike. It's 0-2. Around the bases here for Grand Forks, you got Mason Stroh at first, Dylan Kuntz at second, Ryan Muselar the shortstop, Zach Ziegler at third. Here's the pitch. High, and that goes into the glove of Spencer Sproul from the arm of Jack Jonke. And then in the outfield, you got Nick Holter in left, Matt Scribner in center, and Ross Meyer in right field. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the batter, Ben Patton. Pitcher versus pitcher battle. Patton, foul, just foul by about a half a foot. But that one was going into left field had it not curved at that final moment. And it likely would have been a double. One ball and 2 strikes. The count. And the lefty winds up, delivers high, evens the count at 2-2. So the 2-2, it's the pre-payoff pitch. And that will create a payoff pitch. There's the count is now full. I literally came up with that in that moment in time. Full count, 3-2. And he'll walk him. Patton walks on the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And now Isaac Pigors steps up to the plate here. We'll have a courtesy runner here, and it looks like it's number 17. And that's Miles Stiefel, who'll come in to run it first.
First base, number 17, Miles Stiefel.
Stiefel, I guess. I'll have to double check that one. I'll find a Bismarck fan and that pitch will miss for a ball. Pigors. And that one's low. 2 balls and no strikes here to Pigors. This will be pitch number 10 for Jonke. I want to say thanks to the Grand Forks coach. You can see him sitting in the left side of the dugout there in the bottom right corner of your screen. I talked to him for a few minutes, and he helped me out with some name pronunciations for Grand Forks. So if I got any wrong, send a text to him because he's the one who told me how to say it. 3 balls and no strikes now here to Pigors, and the free strike coupon will be cashed in. And this one hit towards first and foul. And now create a full count at 3-2. This one ripped foul on an early swing there by Pigors, and it'll remain right where it's at full count, 3-2. And this one popped up. It's going towards center field. And the catch is made there by Scribner, and that's 1 down.
Left fielder, number 5, Jackson Euler.
And that pitch is a little high for a ball. Pitch will come in for ball 2 to Euler, and Euler will tell his teammate on first to hold tight. wind up in the pitch. And that one's going to be popped up. That's a chance there for Jonky to make a play. And he will make it. That's 2 down. So a direct pop up to the pitcher. And now it's Jack Johnson. No, for sure I didn't get that name wrong. It's 2 of the most common names you could have for first and last name. So it's Jack versus Jack here. Jonky versus Johnson. And Johnson rips that one high to right. And it will be the right fielder, Ross Meyer, who makes the catch. And that ends the first inning of play. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1 on base, the Governors do, and the Royals will have a chance to bring out the bats once again and see if they can duplicate their first inning success or not. We'll be
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. Go Promo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go Promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, Dylan Kuntz. It's batter 1 as Grand Forks went through all 9 batters in the first inning. And he'll crank this one towards first and it'll roll foul for strike 1. Dylan Kuntz was walked last time he was at the plate. It's the coach for Grand Forks went down into far right field to collect that loose ball, and now that he has it, he'll allow Patton to throw the pitch. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Dylan Kuntz. Ross Meyer, Matt Scribner will be the next 2 batters we see here. Check swing foul for strike 2. Once again, pitch limit is 105. Each pitcher can make 2 appearances in 3 consecutive days. 31 pitches or more is 1 day rest. 46 pitches is 2 days rest. 61 pitches is 3 days rest. And 81 or more pitches require a 4-day rest before they can make a second appearance here in this tournament. And that'll be a direct ground out there to the first baseman, Jack Johnson. And that's 1 down on the unassisted ground out.
Right fielder, number 9, Ross Meyer.
So now Ross Meyer steps up to the plate. Comes in for a strike. Nice pitch there by Patton. Bismarck handling Grand Forks a little bit better in this inning than they did in the top of the first. And that one comes in for strike 2. It's high and in, and I'm not sure if I were to talk to Meyer in the post-game show if he would consider that a strike or not. Low and out. That's definitely a ball, 1-2. So he's now reached 46 pitches, so now he is on a 2-day rest category. This one fouled away. As he's on pitch 48 now.
Turn all foul balls to the press box. Thank you.
Yeah, I want to say thanks once again to the tournament staff here for providing us what could possibly be the 2 most comfortable chairs I've sat in any press box at any field for any sport. very satisfied with the chairs that they gave us. I was expecting just a metal folding chair, but they brought up the green and yellow comfy chairs. So they look good and they are very relaxing. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Meyer. And Meyer deep to left center. And on the run, he loses his hat. Clipfell makes the grab. It's 2 away. Now bring up Matt Scribner.
Number 4, Matt Scribner.
And this one will be drilled into shallow center. And another hit here for Grand Forks. A runner on first now. It's Scribner. Ryan Muselar up to the plate.
Ryan Muselar.
Scribner 2 for 2 with 2 singles to about the same spot in the field. Runner on with 2 outs this time. As the pitch comes in for a ball to Muselar. Zach Carolyn is on deck if Muselar can reach base with 2 away. Short lead off there for Scribner. Patton delivers the 1-0. Missed it for 2 balls, no strikes. They try the pickoff there, and it looks like Scribner's hurt now. As when he dived into first base, he immediately put his hand on his back. And well, if you're gonna jump up the way he did right there, then nothing's wrong. It looked a little more serious than that, but glad to see that it wasn't that serious. Pitch comes in for a strike. And it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike here from Patton to Muselar. Patton will get the signal, nod, wind, deliver. Muselar swings, pops it up, fouls it away. First base side, good for a strike, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on, and that runner is Scribner on first. Swing and a miss. Muselar goes down on strikes to end the inning. No runs this time around, but they do get 1 hit, and they'll leave 1 on base. They'll be Crew Walker, Noah Riedinger, and Ryan Cupp. 5, 6, and 7 after this.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Marvin is hiring in Fargo. Marvin's pay starts at $18.50 to $22 per hour, and applying is easy at marvin.com/join us. Do you have experience in manufacturing? Join the Marvin team, where you'll earn based on your experience. Apply today at marvin.com/join us.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the second inning. And Grand Forks with a 4-run lead here over the Bismarck Governors. Grand Forks 5 seed, Governors 4 seed. We've already had one lower seed upset today, and right now Grand Forks looking to be that second lower seed as Dickinson almost got the job done against Minot. Took extra innings for Minot to pick up the victory. And here we sit in game 3 of the 2021 State AA tournament. And the pitch on the way here from Jonke, and that will hit him. Crew Walker reaches base on hit by pitch, and that brings up Noah Riedinger. Let's see if I got it right or if the PA announcer agrees or disagrees with me. Pretty sure I got it right, but I've been pretty sure before and wrong, so. Apparently the PA announcer isn't going to give it a shot, so we'll go with Riedinger.
Third baseman, number 19, Noah Riedinger.
One ball, no strike here to Riedinger. And the pitch swung on, gets past the diving Zach Ziegler into left field. And that will put runners on first and second here for Bismarck.
Second baseman, number 6, Ryan Kite.
That brings up Ryan Cupp. And the pitch comes in for a strike. And the pitch, 1-1, and that one's going out center field. And catching is Scribner for out number 1.
Right fielder, number 11, Carson Machenbauer.
That one hits him. Machenbacher reaches base via hit by a pitch. That loads him up for Bismarck. Bring up Jackson Klipfel.
Jackson Klipfel.
So once again, base is loaded. Crew Walker on second, Riedinger on, or I'm sorry, Crew Walker on third, Riedinger on second, Machenbacher on first. And the batter is Klipfel, and Klipfel will foul this one away for a strike. Klipfel went 1 for 2 in the first game of a doubleheader against the Post 400 Stars at Starling Bank Field in Fargo. In the second game, the Stars would just totally, well, not really shut out Bismarck, but in the first inning, they would shut him out. 3-run homer and a grand slam in that first inning against Bismarck. This one popped up, going towards right field. And the catch is made there by Meyer, and now tagging and coming home to score is Crew Walker. And now the Bismarck Governors are on the board. It's 4-1 on the sac fly by Klipfel out into deep right. Other runners, Riedinger along with Machenbacher, will stay put at first and second. That brings up the pitcher, Ben Patton. Patton won the last pitcher versus pitcher battle as he was walked. This one, he'll pop it up. Backpedaling there is the third baseman, Ziegler. Charging in is the shortstop, and it will be Muzalar making the catch. And that ends the bottom of the second. The Governors get one. They're still down 3, and they leave 2 stranded on base here in the bottom of the second. More after the break here next on Magnitude.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Four to 1 here in favor of Grand Forks. They're up to bat now with Zach Carolyn, Mason Stroh, and Spencer Sproul. It's batters 5, 6, and 7 for the Royals here as we move into the top of the third inning of play now. Ben Patton on the mound. I have him down for 57 pitches. And the first one comes in for a strike here to Carolyn, who doubled into left center last time he was at the plate. Wind up in the delivery. He's going to go to left field again. This one's going to drop for at least a single. So he has a double and a single, both to left.
First baseman, Mason Stroh.
And that is the 6th hit of the game here for Grand Forks. Bismarck has 1 as well. And this one fouled back, and had it been a little bit lower elevation, it may have been in my left hand.
Press box, we'll get a quarter of a candy as a token of our appreciation. Thank you.
Once again, Mason Stroll, the batter, with the runner on first being Zach Carolyn. And the pitch comes in for strike number 2 to Stroll, who sent a sac fly to Jackson Euler in left field last time he was at the plate to score a run. That pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-2. All 3 pitches in that same general area there is Patton trying to hit that outer corner. And on 3 attempts, he's 2 for 3. Swing and a miss. Stroh goes down on strikes. That's 1 away. Brings up Spencer Sproul, who's centered.
Catcher number 5, Spencer Sproul.
I should say singled into center is what I was trying to say last time he was at the bat. As a result, he's 1 for 1. Once again, runner on is Zach Carolyn on first, with 1 out here in the top half of the third. Already 42 minutes into this ball game. At the 42-minute mark of the last ball game, we were in the bottom of the 6th. So a little bit of a difference here. Is this one producing more runs than the first 6 innings of the last game did? That pitch is low and out for a ball. 1-0 here to Spencer Spruill. Both teams have left 3 runners on base so far. Zach Ziegler's on deck for the Royals. If no double plays happen, we'll see him for sure next. And the pitch is low and out for ball 2. That's 61 pitches for Patton now. So that puts him in the 2 days rest category, I think, or is it the 3? I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me look it up really quick. 61 pitches, yeah, 3 days rest, yep. This one fouled back and over the roof of the concession stand, which if you draw a straight line from home plate going directly back, that will take you to the, it'll actually take you to the ticket window, which is right across from the concession stand. So maybe not quite the straight line I was thinking of. 2-2 is the correct count, though. Runner goes, and now a snap throw up to first. Runner back in time, and a strikeout on Spruill.
Third baseman, number 16, Zach Ziegler.
Pitch comes in for a strike. Double Z is 1 for 1, as he singled out into right field last time he was at the plate. Now he's down in the count 0-1. And now it's even at 1-1, I believe. Yep, that did come across as a ball. Here's the pitch. Hit well to right field. Will it stay fair? It will not. It'll go out of play. Right there in the area where the teams eat lunch between games. Shout out to Capital Credit Union there. And that pitch will miss. The runner will go. It's going to be close. No, he's safe. Pigor is a shortstop, kind of looking at the official like, are you sure about that one? And well, the official is sure about it. So I'll move the runner up to second now with 2 outs. And the pitch comes across as a ball to make the count 2-2. Ziegler down first base line, and the step on the bag will end the inning. Top half of the third is complete. The bottom half of the third is coming up here, and it will be Pigors, Euler, and Johnson, batters 2, 3, and 4 for the Governors, down 4-1 as we head to the home half of the third. Right.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the third. Batters 2, 3, and 4. Jack Jonke on 29 pitches will toss pitch 30 to start this inning.
Leading off bottom of third for Bismarck, shortstop, number 7, Isaac Pigors.
All right. Well, we'll turn off the song that'll block us worldwide eventually. Okay, now it's off. This is Isaac Pigors. One ball, no strike. 4-1 lead here for Grand Forks. They scored all 4 of the runs in the first inning. Matter of fact, Bismarck got the 1 run back in the bottom of the second. Nothing since then. 2 balls and no strikes here to Pigors. And that one's fouled up and back over the grandstand behind home plate. It's good for a strike. It's 2-1 here as we approach the halfway point. Two balls and 2 strikes here to Pigors. Jack Janke will deliver the 2-2, and that 2-2 is served up into left field for a hit. That's good for a single. I want to say hi to Zach, who chimed in on our chat here. Zach, thank you very much. I certainly appreciate that. I'll write it down to make sure we get it right in the future games here. And a bunt is shown. That is bunted up foul and will eventually not drop into the field of play. It almost did. But right there is where it will come to an end.
Here we go, Jack. Come on, Jack.
That one into right field. And Pigors will move into third. So the single by Pigors and now the double by Euler.
Number 8, Jack Johnson.
So 2 runners on with nobody out here, and Bismarck is in business. The tying run steps up to the plate here with nobody out in the bottom of the third. It's Jack Johnson, Crew Walker on deck. If no triple plays happen, we'll see him next for sure. And a nice block there by Sproul. Ball 1 the count here to Jack Johnson. Once again, Crew Walker on deck. And the windup in the delivery, and that one hit deep to right. It might have a chance. And it is off the scoreboard. And 2 runs will score on a, not sure if they consider that a ground rule double or not, but it's a double of some sort.
Number 2, Crew Walker.
He bounced it right off the 1 in the bottom of the second inning portion of the scoreboard there. You can see it, you can't see it behind the post. Had the scoreboard not been there, it would have been a home run. So runner on second, and the Governors are within a run now as that one's fouled away. Crew Walker, the batter, he faces no balls and a strike now. Once again, that runner on second is Jack Johnson. Alex, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I know you tuned into the earlier games too, so we appreciate you sticking around here for game 3 of the tournament. Bunt shown, bunt pulled back, and I believe it was a ball. Yes, it was, 1-1. Walker 0 for 0, hit by a pitch. Current temperature right now here in Mandan is 90 degrees under an overcast sky, as that one will exit play and nobody will be able to make a play on that one. Count moves to 1-2. We started the day at 88 on our first game at 10 o'clock this morning. We were expected to get into the 100s. 102 was the forecasted high, but now the forecasted high is 97. And we haven't gotten to 97 yet. The hour-by-hour forecast shows that we might get to 97 by 8 o'clock, but the hour-by-hour forecast has changed drastically. It's dropped 9 degrees from where it was forecasted to be about 4 or 5 hours ago. Fouled away, it's 1-2 now here to Crew Walker. Fouled away, ball and a fouled away pitch. So the overcast skies have certainly helped things stay cool here in Southwest Mandan. And this one will be ripped into right field. Rounding third is Jack Johnson, and that will, no, he will turn around and go back to first, and they got him at first. So that is an out. Crew Walker will get credit for the hit as he rounded first, and then he came back to first, and he was tagged out. So he'll get credit for the hit that moves Johnson over to third. And then Crew Walker will get tagged out. So that leaves a runner on third only, and that erases the count here for Noah Riedinger, who will be the next batter right after the visit to the mound here for Grand Forks. Once again, I want to say thanks to our sponsor, Sean Carlson, Town and Country Credit Union, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Go Promo in West Fargo, the Ball Yard in Fargo, Network Center in Fargo, and Marvin in Fargo. A lot of Fargo there. But they are proud supporters of every game of the tournament, and if you have a chance to patronize any of those businesses, we would certainly appreciate you doing so, because without them, these games would not be happening here on Magnitude Sports this weekend. They play one of my dad's favorite songs, Alan Jackson. And this one over the head of Janke into right center field. Good for a base hit. And that will score the run from third. Jack Johnson comes in to tie the game at 4 here in the bottom of the third.
Number 6, Ryan Kipe.
Ryan Kipe steps up to the plate here in a tie ball game, 4-4. Both teams with 6 hits. Grand Forks has left 4. And the throw out will be good for out number 2. I believe it was 6-3. I was looking down for a second. I think the shortstop was the one who fielded originally. So 2 away, and now Riedinger goes up to second. Here's Carson Machenbacher. Nothing in 1 here. No balls and 1 strike to Machenbacher, who was hit by a pitch last time he was at the plate. Both teams with 4 runs on 6 hits. Grand Forks has left 4 on base. Bismarck has left 3 on base. And with 2 away, if Machenbacher gets out, then both teams would have left 4 on base, and everything will be exactly even across the board here for both teams. We had that in the last game, too, heading into the 8th inning of play. That was the final inning that actually altered the different score lines for each team. Score lines haven't been identical in this game up to this point, but that first game was identical through the first 5 or 6 innings. 5 for sure, possibly 6. If memory serves me correctly, I believe it was 6, but. And then it got off a little bit, and they eventually got evened up again in the 7th and once again in the 8th inning of that game. It's the only game so far in the tournament to go to extra innings. A nice bat down there by Ziegler, and the pick at first there by Stroll will get the 5-3 ground out. And that will end the inning here. It was 3 complete into the top of the 4th with Holter, Kuntz, and Meyer. It's batters 9 to 1 and 2 as Grand Forks comes up to bat after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back here to BNC National Bank Field in Mandan, home of the 2021 state tournament. For AA teams in Legion. We were in Kindred this past weekend for the single A East Region tournament, and that had some fun games in it. I think the one that sticks out to me is the Post 400 Astros versus Wahpeton Post 20, and then the Wahpeton versus Kindred game ended in a 1-0 score. And that one run was scored by Wahpeton in the bottom of the first, and it was just blanks the rest of the game, and that score would hold up. So those are a couple of the highlight games from that tournament. And there's a easy 4-3 ground out, Kipe to Johnson. And that'll bring up Dylan Kuntz. Kuntz 0 for 1, walk and a direct ground out to first. Swing and a miss here for a strike, and it's 0-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, no runners on, and now you can make it 2 strikes. As we reach the 1 hour, 1 minute mark of the ball game, you can make that 1 hour 2 as it just flipped to the number 2. And a little chopper towards first, picked up, and Johnson steps on the bag for the out.
Right fielder, Ross Meyer.
So it is a back-to-back direct groundouts to first for Dylan Kuntz, and now Ross Meyer will try his luck here against Ben Powell. And this one will be ripped foul down the third base line. Good for strike 1. Meyer flied out to Center field, his last at bat. First time he stepped up, he struck out swinging. Oh for 1. Oh, no, you know what I think? You think I can't even talk right now. 0 for 1. No balls and a strike. 0 and 1. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. And now it's 1 and 1. And now I can catch up, and it's 2 and 1. Wind up from Patton, and it's delivered into the glove of Walker for a walk to Meyer. That brings up Matt Scribner's 2 for 2, a double and a single, both of them to shallow right.
Matt Scribner.
I want to say hi to Josh and all the others who may be watching alongside him back in Kindred, as I know they've watched both of the games so far today, and wherever they may be watching from, we certainly appreciate you guys tuning in. And we'll be back in Kindred sooner than later. I can tell you that much for sure. That one will roll out into center field. Good for another single, and Scribner's now 3 for 3 with a double and 3 singles, and all of them to about the exact same spot in the field. Advances Meyer up to second. Ryan Muzalar 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. He chased it and paid the price. 0-1. So that one was a little bit to the outside there off the arm of Patton. So runners on first and second now. And that one's low and out, and he did not chase it this time. Now leaving up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, and he'll foul it at the plate, and that's good for strike 2.
All right.
And he'll reach for it, and he'll foul it off. It'll be a drop third strike, and he will make it. So that loads the bases on a drop third strike.
Here, number 3, Zach Carolyn.
Carolyn 2 for 2, a single to left center and a double to the wall and left on his most recent trip to the plate. We'll see what he can do this time around. Once again, the bases are loaded. You got Muzalar on first, Scribner on second, Meyer on third. And the pitch comes in for ball 1. No, check that, strike 1. Wind up in the 0-1 delivery. That one's popped straight up over our heads here. Nobody will make a play on it other than to watch it float away. 0-2 as a result. 2 away bases loaded here, and a big pitch coming up here for Ben Patton. Royals scoring all their runs in the top of the first. And that one will be a pop out center field. Clitfell is there, and he makes the catch. That ends the top half of the fourth. We're halfway home in game number 3 here at the 2021 state tournament in Mandan. And we'll have the second half of game 3 right after this break.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Marvin is hiring in Fargo. Marvin's pay starts at $18.50 to $22 per hour, and applying is easy at marvin.com/join us. Do you have experience in manufacturing? Join the Marvin team, where you'll learn based on your experience. Apply today at marvin.com/join us.
All right, it'll be the center fielder kicking things off here in the bottom of the fourth. Jackson Clitfield drove in run number 4 on a sac fly to right field last time he was at the plate. And he'll bunt here right down the first base line, and close. They got him. 1-3 ground out, but that was very, very close.
Right fielder, number 9, Ben Patton.
All right, check my lineup card here. Pretty sure Ben Patton's the pitcher, not the right fielder. I don't think they made a pitching change, but maybe they did. Don't happen to have my lineup here. I thought I did. Well, sooner or later I'll figure it out. So, oh, there it is. It's on the very bottom. Yeah, I have, as far as I know, they didn't make a change, and the lineup card says he's the pitcher. So, with all that said, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And now it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Jack Janke has now reached the 54 pitch mark. And the 2-1. Got it in there to even the count at 2-2. Both teams hitting fairly well in this game. The total of 13 hits combined by the two teams. I think more of our viewers are chiming in on our chat here. I don't have a name. I have a screen name that I'm not sure what the real name is, but thank you for watching, and you're very, very correct on that. It is a good game here hitting-wise for these two teams, and a good game overall for that matter. This one popped up and fouled away.
Please return all foul balls to the press box for a quarter and a candy. Thank you.
A quarter and a candy. I wonder how much the candy cost. About a quarter maybe. Foul down the third base line, and Patton falls down. I think it was just momentum. I don't think it was anything more serious than that. He'll walk it off. Full count with 1 away, and Isaac Pegor's on deck, nobody on. here. Big pitch for Janke. And that one's going to center field. And nice catch there by Scribner. That records out number 2. And now it's up to Isaac Pigors.
Isaac Pigors.
So once again, no runners on here. It's Pigors against Janke. Janke winds and delivers, and strike 1 is the result. Pigors 1 for 2, a fly out to shallow center, and then he singled past the shortstop into left center last time he was at the plate. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, and he'll rip this down the third baseline. Nice snag there by Ziegler. He will fire it over, and the pick, and he got it. That was very close on that pick there. He almost lost the ball in the glove. It might be worth a look at a replay. And you can do that by hitting the slow motion button on our YouTube channel if you want to take a look at that one again. But instead, we'll go to the break here. 4-4 after 4 complete. Back with more in a moment.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. Go Promo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go Promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Marvin is hiring in Fargo. Marvin's pay starts at $18.50 to $22 per hour, and applying is easy at marvin.com/join us. Do you have experience in manufacturing? Join the Marvin team, where you'll learn based on your experience. Apply today at marvin.com/join us.
All right, so Ben Patton is out in right field. The double check on that one. So that brings Machenbacher out of the game, to the best of my knowledge. And on the mound here is Lucas Schell. And if they switch pitchers and I missed it, I completely apologize for that. The red and white camouflage does make the white numbers on the back somewhat hard to see, but so far we've been doing a fairly decent job of identifying the players, but I may have missed one there. And that's been known to happen on occasion or two over my career, so. Stroll for 1, sac fly to left, and then he struck out swinging. And the 2-2. And this one right over into the glove of Kipe, and Kipe will toss it over to Johnson for the 4-3 ground out. That brings up Spencer Sproul.
Number 5, Spencer Sproul.
Sproul 1 for 1, single to center field on a diamond cutter up the middle, and then he struck out swinging after that. One ball, no strike, the count here to Sproul. Once again, our final game of the evening is scheduled for 7 o'clock. I don't think they'll go early. They did not go early on this game, so we'll see if they change their minds on that or not. They'll feature the West Fargo Patriots taking on the home team, the Mandan Chiefs. 1 seed versus 8 seed. And then we'll have 4 more games for you tomorrow at the same time slots of 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 7 p.m. We already know a couple of the matchups for that one. The 10 a.m. game will have the Fargo Post 2 taking on the Dickinson Rough Riders in a win and stay in situation. The loser will be done for the season. This one fouled off. Good for a strike, and it's going to remain 1-2. And then a Post 400 Stars will have a tough matchup against a good Minot Vistas team at 4 o'clock tomorrow. So those two are set. We're still waiting on the results of the other two based on the results of these two games here, and that one's foul. Sproul looking for a potential double there, and the wind would push it foul. There is a little bit of a breeze here, and it is coming from center field to left field, or second to third base, if that makes it easier for you to figure that one out. It's not a big wind, but it's more of a breeze that gusts into a wind, okay, from time to time. This one fouled back, and that one stays inside the park, and thankfully for the Post 40 baseball bus, there was a chain link fence there. 1-2. And the 1-2 smacked into center field on a low line drive hit. That results in a single for Sproul. That brings up Zach Ziegler.
Zach Ziegler.
Ziegler, excuse me. Ziegler 1 for 2, a single to right and a ground out on a 4-3. And now the catch is made there by Euler in left field for out number 2. So that will retire Ziegler, bring up Nick Holter.
Nick Holter.
0 for 2, struck out, and then he grounded out on a 4-3 to the second baseman. Pitch comes across for a strike here to Holter. If Holter can reach base, we'll see Dylan Kuntz next, and that'll also toss it over to the top of the order, too. There you go. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count here to Holter. That one hit high to center. And Klipfel makes the grab. That retires the Royals here in the top of the 5th. We go now to the bottom of the 5th inning. And on that flyout, we can tell you that it's going to be Euler, Johnson, Walker. 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup for the Governors. And we're knotted up at 4 heading into the bottom of the 5th. It's a good one. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the 5th. And Jack Janke on the mound has tossed 62 pitches, and he will start against Jackson Euler with pitch 63. 4-4, 7, it should be 8-6 on the hits there. We forgot to put that last hit on the board there for Grand Forks. Apologize for that. Grand Forks has left 8 on base. Bismarck half that with 4 on base. All right, Jackson Euler will step up to the plate here. An hour and 22 minutes into the game as we start the top of the 5th. Janke Wines delivers strike 1. Euler 1 for 2. A pop out back to Janke and then a double out into straight center field. His last time at the plate. 0-1. And this one is going out towards right field. And it'll drop. Neither outfielder, Meyer or Scribner, could get there in time. It'll drop for a single here for Euler. Now he has a single and a double. And he's 2 for 3. And that brings up Jack Johnson.
First baseman, number 8, Jack Johnson.
And they'll try the pick off there on Euler at first. No success on that one. Low for a ball, 1-0. 1 hour 23 minutes, make it 1 hour 24 time of the game now here. This one a little bit slower than the other 2 today, but not by much. The Stars post-2 game went past 2 hours. The Minot-Dickinson game was cruising until we hit the 7th inning, and then it slowed down.
Number 2, Crew Walker.
And this one going about the normal pace of most games that I've broadcasted this season here on Magnitude Sports. These games of this state tournament will be our final broadcast of the summer sports season. We'll pick up on August 26th with a volleyball match. And then a day or 2 after that, we'll have our first football game of the season as well. So it'll be an enjoyable, almost just shy of a month off. And I will never take for granted time off between sports again after everything that's happened in 2020 and runner back. We'll zoom out just a little bit more. Sports seasons running back to back, being shuffled from fall to spring, back to fall, and winter sports season, fall sports season starting at the end of a fall sports season, moving into the doorstep of winter. Nice diving stop there. I believe that was Muzalar, the shortstop, who made the diving stop. And to continue on with that round, long story short, 14 months with no break at all. And now we get almost a month. And like I said a moment ago, I'm not taking advantage of that ever again. Hopefully we'll have nothing like 2020 happen again where things get thrown so far off course and things get crazy, but you just never know. Swing and a miss here. It's Noah Riedinger, the batter. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 1 to left, 1 to right center. And he's gonna go into the glove, a little flip to second, over to first. Safe at first, but what an effort. Nearly got the 4-6-3, but they'll get the 4-6 part of it. Euler will be over to third. Crew Walker out on the flip there.
Second baseman, number 6.
And Riedinger on with a fielder's choice. So 2 outs now. 1 ball, no strike to Ryan Kipe, the batter. Make it 2 balls, no strikes to Ryan Kipe, the batter. He was 0 for 2. A fly out. A fly out went to center field. And then he grounded out to the shortstop, Muzalar, on a 6-3 last time he was at the plate. Runners on the corners, 1st and 3rd. Riedinger 1st, Euler 3rd. Ryan Kipe, the batter. And the pitch. Low for ball 3. So a free base or a free strike coming up here. We'll see which coupon gets cashed first. The windup. And the free strike coupon will be cashed. And a strikeout. Or no, not a strikeout. Only 2 strikes. But close to a strikeout. We'll see if Janke, after cashing in his free strike coupon, can finish it off here with strike 3.
Go, Jack. You got it, Jack.
And that one's going to be popped up. It's a chance. No, it won't be a chance. That one will. Matter of fact, the bump into the netting there knocked down that ball that was up there that we showed you a couple innings ago. So now they got that ball back. These balls aren't cheap. You know, like $60 for a box on average. So when they get stuck up there, that can cut a deficit into the wallet of whomever is purchasing those baseballs. And a walk. Grand Forks thought it was a strikeout, the fan base for the Royals did, but the umpire behind the plate disagreed with the Grand Forks fan base, and now the bases are loaded.
Lucas Shell.
Bases are loaded on the walk, and Lucas Shell steps into the batter's box here. It's a big opportunity here for Bismarck. Bases loaded, 90 minutes into the ball game. 1 ball, no strike, bottom of the 5th, 2 away. And the game is tied at 4. And Janke will need to get out of this here, and if he does, that'd be huge for Grand Forks. 2-0. Got in there for a strike. Lucas Shell, I believe he singled into center field, and he also grounded out to the pitcher on a 1-3. I believe that may, no, I'm not going to say if that was or not. I can't remember. Three balls and 1 strike. That's low, and it's a bases loaded walk to give Bismarck the lead as Jackson Euler will score from 3rd, and that brings up Jackson Klitfell. And Bismarck is up top now, 5-4.
Center fielder, number 3.
Bases will remain
Jackson
loaded.
Klitfell.
We have one more game for you tonight after this one. That's the 1-seeded West Fargo Patriots versus the 8-seeded host team, the Mandan Chiefs. That'll be scheduled start at 7 o'clock. We'll see if they go early on that or not. At the way they've been doing things so far today, I would imagine that they will not go early. That pitch comes in for a strike for Klitfell. 0 for 1, sac fly to right, and then a ground out on a bunt attempt on a 1-3. Back to the pitcher, and this one is chip foul. Now it's 0-2, bases loaded, and Janke with a chance to get out of this inning with only letting 1 run score. They strand 3 on base if he can toss a strike here on pitch 86. The 0-2, he has a little bit of flexibility to work with too if he needs to give up a strike, and he will try and get him to chase, but to no success. And now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count here to Clitfell. So he sent that one outside. And now Janke with the 1-2 windup and delivery. Got in there for a strikeout. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. They will leave the bases loaded. They strand 3 on base, but they score 1. And it's 5-4 in favor of the Governors. The 6th inning we go, and the Royals will be up to bat next with 1, 2, and 3. Kuntz, Meyer, Scribner in return.
Marvin is hiring in Fargo. Marvin's pay starts at $18.50 to $22 per hour, and applying is easy at marvin.com/join us. Do you have experience in manufacturing? Join the Marvin team, where you'll earn based on your experience. Apply today at marvin.com/join us.
All right, welcome back. It is the top of the 6th. This is Dylan Kuntz stepping into the batter's box.
Leading off top of the 6th, grand forward, second baseman, number 12, Dylan Kuntz.
We'll also see Ross Meyer and Scribner, and this one going to right field, and it drops for a hit right in the corner. He bobbles it. He'll toss it in, and it's a leadoff double for Dylan Kuntz.
Right fielder, Ross Meyer.
Kuntz was 0 for 2 prior to that. Walked 2 direct ground outs to first, and now he drops a hit into the corner for a double. And it looks like we might have a pitching change here for Bismarck. Or is it just a conversation? So they'll make some defensive changes, including a new pitcher here for Bismarck. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, as Isaac Pegor's on the mound here for the Bismarck Governors. And moving out into right field is Miles Stiefel. And then over to shortstop is Ben Patton. And it will be Ross Meyer facing off against Pigors here, top of the 6th. And the first pitch comes in for a strike. It's 0-1. Pigor stares down Kuntz on second, delivers the pitch outside for a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Rossmeyer, who's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging, a fly out to center, and a walk. In that order on 3 chips to the plate so far today. And the windup in the pitch, 1-1, swing on, miss, and that's strike 2. Once again, that runner on second is Dylan Kuntz. Got there by dropping a dime right inside the white line in the corner by the 320 mark at the foul pole in right field. Pitch will just miss for a ball. That was a nice pitch by Pigors, but he couldn't quite paint the corner. And now Walker will walk up, no pun intended, and have a quick word here with Pigors. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second is number 12, Dylan Kuntz. On deck is Matt Scribner. Nobody out. And the pitch. And that one is hit. Right back to the pitcher, 1-3. I lost the ball there for a second, but it is a 1-3 ground out, and that will keep Kuntz at second.
Center fielder, Matt Scribner.
Well, Pigors have to be careful here. Scribner's 3 for 3. Is not missed yet. Hit a double, a single, and a single, all in the same exact spot in right center field. And now you can see Jack Johnson. Well, he was backing up, and now as I pan over, he steps in. But when he backed up originally there, that's right to the spot where Scribner hit it. It was just beyond the infield. And Scribner looking to go 4 for 4. Here's the pitch, and he'll chop it towards first. And it's close. Oh, and the umpire right there said he was out. That's probably worth a slow motion replay look. If you guys want to check it out on our YouTube channel, you can.
Shortstop, number 6, Ryan Muselar.
So Scribner grounds out. But that will advance Kuntz over to third, and now the tying run is 90 feet away. Oh, and did he go? Neither of the other umpires said anything, so going to the books as a ball. No, it will go into the books as a strike. 0-1. And he'll reach, pop it up, fouled away. That one just off to the left of your viewing screen there. 0-2 with 2 out, runner on third. Big pitch here for Pigors. And Bismarck, and the snap throw up to third is not in time. And we'll wait till the players get positioned here before I make that comment that I was about to make. Bismarck leaving the middle of the field there, wide open for Muselar. You can see the distance between the second baseman and shortstop. We'll see where Muselar puts the pitch if he gets a good one to hit. And that one's up high, and a nice reach up by Walker there to keep that one in his glove. That evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Ryan Muselar is 0 for 2. Walk struck out swinging, and then I believe he actually reached base on the drop third strike last time he was at the plate. That was one he fouled off the plate. or at least it appeared that he fouled it at the plate, and then he took off for first and made it with no problem at all. Full count now, 3-2. On deck is Zach Carolyn, and we'll see Carolyn as Muslar walks. He walks for the second time in this game.
Stepping to the plate, the designated hitter, number 3, Zach Carolyn.
Carolyn's 2 for 3, a double to left center, a single to left, and a fly out to center. So you got runners on the corners here with 2 outs. And the Royals down by 1. Looking for that 10th base hit of the game if they can get it. That one hits the inside edge for strike 1. Nice pitch by Pigors. And now the middle of the field there, not so wide open as it was on the previous batter. That pitch will float outside for a ball. That'll even things up at 1-1. Some Post 2 fans in attendance for this game. As I browse around, I don't see anybody else, and the throw will be off the mark into right field. Muslar gets the second. Kuntz comes in to score to tie the game, and it's 5-5. And that should be charged as an error, I would think anyway. They haven't put anything on the board yet, but now they have put it on the board, so it will be an error. That one's fouled back, and the 1-2 count will remain at 1-2. Two-out runner on second, game tied. A base hit here for Carolyn could possibly give the Royals the lead. Swing and a miss. He goes down on strikes, and there will be no lead change here in the top of the 6th. They strand runner on base, and it'll be the top of the order for the Governors. Patton, Pigors, Euler, batters 1, 2, and 3. Bottom of 6 is in 30 seconds.
1 run.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, back in 30, just like we promised. It's the top of the order, Patton, Pigors, Euler. And we have a new pitcher on the mound. I didn't notice that. He just came in during the break. It's Brett Feller, who will be the new pitcher here for Grand Forks. So he'll get a few warm-ups. As I browse around the diamond here, I don't see any new jersey numbers at the other position, so it looks like the only change was the pitcher. But if I do notice something, I'll certainly pass that along to you. If you missed the games from earlier today, they are available for on-demand replay. Just go to our website, msportsnet.com. Under on-demand, click on archive. And all the recent games will be at the top of the list. You can also filter it by sport if you wish. To help make the game search a little bit easier, as we have over 1,500 of them to choose from for on-demand. That pitch will come across for a strike, and it's 0-1 here to the batter, Ben Patton, who's 0 for 2. A walk, fly out to left, and a fly out to center. And this one will be dropped for a ball. That'll even the count at 1-1. Current temperature right now, here in Mandan is 90 degrees and a sunny sky, sort of in a way. It's more overcast. The sun is trying to peek through the clouds. I wonder if I can get the camera on that. If we get a moment to pan over there, we will. Because it's aiming right down on my left shoulder. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count here to Patton. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, so late swing by Patton. He goes down swinging, that's out number 1, brings up shortstop, or pitcher now, Isaac Pigors.
The pitcher, Isaac Pigors.
First pitch paints the outside edge for strike 1 to Pigors, who's 1 for 3. Fly out to center, a single past the shortstop into shallow left center, and then a ground out to third on a 5-3. That pitch comes across for a ball, 1-1 the count. That one is smacked out towards center. Catch is made there by Scribner, and that's out number 2. So we're not up at 5 here in the bottom of the 6, and there's 2 out now as we are an out away from the final frame of regular baseball, if that's what you want to call it. I was trying to come up with a cool word there, but I failed, so. Jackson Euler 2 for 3. Popped out to the pitcher. Since then, he's been nearly perfect, and he's perfect there again. As that one drops in left center, that will be a double for Euler. It's his second double of the game. Tack on a single for that, and he's 3 for 4 on the evening now, and that brings up Jack Johnson.
First baseman, Jack Johnson.
So now Bismarck has a runner in scoring position here with a base hit. Could potentially give them the lead back, but there is 2 away. We'll see if Grand Forks can get out of this and keep it tied at 5. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's popped up right center field. And getting underneath it there's Scribner, and he makes the grab, and that retires Bismarck here in the bottom of the 6. We're not at 5 going into the final frame, or at least to the best of our knowledge after this here on Magnitude.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Marvin is hiring in Fargo. Marvin's pay starts at $18.50 to $22 per hour, and applying is easy at marvin.com/join us. Do you have experience in manufacturing? Join the Marvin team, where you'll learn based on your experience. Apply today at marvin.com/join us.
All right, welcome back. 5-5. Both teams with 9 hits. 1 error committed by Bismarck. Grand Forks has left 9 on base. Bismarck has left 8 on base, as we're 9 minutes shy of the 2-hour mark of this ball game. Mason Stroll, he's 0 for 2. A sac fly to left, a strikeout swinging, and a ground out to the second baseman. In that order on the 3 trips to the plate here for Stroll. Spencer Sproul is on deck. Here's the pitch from Pigors, and the pitch is high for a ball, and it's 1-0. Well, these games have been pretty good today. We had one fairly lopsided score, but it was still kind of an exciting game because I don't know if you asked 100 people, how many people said that that game would end in the result that it did. I'm going to guess it's less than 15, so. 3-0, and he does not walk. He'll cash in his free strike coupon. And it's 3-1 actually. And now, oh, a nice grab there by Pigors, and he'll fire it over to first for the out. It almost hopped over his head, but it goes into the books as a 1-3.
Catcher number 5, Spencer Sproul.
Spencer Sproul, 2 for 3, single to center, strikeout swinging, and another single to center.
Go, Spence.
That pitch is high and in for a ball to Sproul. Zach Ziegler, batter 8 in the lineup, is on deck. 1 away, no runners on. And that one apparently did not come in for a strike. It looked good to me from up here, but 2-0, and I'm sure the Grand Forks fans will take that. And the 2-0 delivery from Pigors, fouled back. Now there's a strike on the board, 2-1. Once again, we have one more game coming up for you here as we start to see some Mandan green fill the stands. That game's scheduled for a 7 o'clock start. And this one, line drive, and Ryan Kipe just caught that one like, hey, I've done this a million times before. 2 out.
Third baseman, Zach Ziegler.
All right, keep starting, Jake. Let's go.
Zach Ziegler. Pitch comes in for a strike from Pigors. Ziegler 1 for 3. He singled to right, then he grounded out directly to first, and then he would fly out to left. His most recent trip, and he's going to ground out directly to first once again. No, he will not. It'll be a 3-1 toss out. As pitcher Pigors comes over, and that retires here the Grand Forks Royals on the top of the 7th. Sets up the Governors for a walk-off chance. We've seen one walk-off so far. We'll see another one. We'll find out here in about 45 seconds.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Marvin is hiring in Fargo. Marvin's pay starts at $18.50 to $22 per hour, and applying is easy at marvin.com/join us. Do you have experience in manufacturing? Join the Marvin team, where you'll learn based on your experience. Apply today at marvin.com/join us.
Well, we've had 3 good ones here today, and this one is certainly not going to disappoint. We are in the bottom of the 7th, knotted up at 5. It'll be Crew Walker, Noah Riedinger, and Ryan Kipe. Scheduled batters at 5, 6, and 7 here for the Governors. And a pitch will come in for strike 1. Breaking ball to the inside. Caught the edge. 1 hour, 57 minutes, time of the game so far. A wind up, and that one hit to center field, a low line drive, charging in and making the diving catch is Scribner. 1 away for Bismarck as Crew Walker gets sent back to the dugout. Now Noah Riedinger. That was a low line drive And Scribner had to give his all to get that catch, and he did just that and retires Crew Walker. Strike right down the middle here for Feller. Came on in the mound in the 6th inning here for Grand Forks. And the pitch, and he'll reach for it, and he'll pop a little dribbler out into shallow center. Good for a base hit. Ryan Kipe will try and duplicate that performance
Second
here.
baseman, Ryan Kipe.
So the winning run is on base now on first. Feller delivers. It drops in, a high strike that drops below the shoulders of Kipe. 0-1. And that one, he could not get that one in there for a strike. That'll even up the count at 1-1 now. So everything's pretty much even. Only one hit difference, a 1 runner left on base difference, a 1 error difference, and a 1 ball 2 strike difference here to Ryan Kipe. And that's good news here for Keller and Grand Forks. I'm sorry, Feller and Grand Forks. I don't know why I thought it was a K. Fouled away, and they'll remain 1-2.
Here we go, Brett.
And the pitch. Grand Forks fans thought it was strike 3, but the official disagreed with that fan base. And this one served up, and they'll be out of play. Hits the roof of the grandstand, and then ricochets off that onto the roof of the concession stand. 2-2 the count now here to Ryan Kipe. 5-5 game in the bottom of the 7th. Got the strikeout. They had to wait a couple pitches, but the fan base for Grand Forks got what they were hoping for.
Number 17, Miles Stiefel.
And Miles Stiefel steps up to the plate now. Strike 1. 2 away here, and a strikeout will send it to bonus baseball for the 2nd game in a row. And this one towards third, off the glove of Ziegler and into left field. Should be a hit, and it will be.
Center fielder, Jackson Clipfell.
Riedniger to second. Stiefel on first. Jackson Clipfell now 0 for 2. Sack fly to right to score a run. Ground out to first. Or no, it's actually a bunt out on a 1-3, and then a strikeout looking. As we've hit the 2-hour mark of this ball game now, knotted up at 5 in the bottom of the 7th here between Grand Forks Royals and the Bismarck Governors. The 4 seed versus the 5 seed. And the 4 seed gets a hit into left, and that will load the bases for Bismarck with 2 out. As they creep their runners closer and closer on 3 singles here in this inning.
Ben Patton.
It's Ben Patton now, was 0 for 3. A walk, a fly out to shallow left, and a fly out to deep center, and a strikeout swing. Grand Forks fans have their fingers crossed right now. One ball, no strike to Patton. Well, so far the higher seeds have survived in walk-off fashion. We'll see if that holds true in this one. Nice pitch there from Feller. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Up high, 2 balls and a strike. 21 hits in this ball game. I think every game has had 20-plus hits in it. I have to go back and double-check the stats to be sure, but I know that first game did, and that will be a game-winning walk-off single for Ben Patton. That scores Riedinger from third, and the Governors walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th. It's 6-5. A tough loss for Grand Forks.
Bismarck 6, Grand Forks 5.
And another thrilling ending to a game here at BNC National Bank Field in Mandan. That's a tough one for Grand Forks. They just need to shake it off and stay alive in the bottom half of the bracket. They will face elimination tomorrow against the loser of our next game between the West Fargo Patriots and the Mandan Chiefs. That one's coming up 7 o'clock. It's about an hour and 2 minutes away. We'll talk to you again here in about 45 minutes here on Magnitude Sports. Thanks so much for watching. It's been 3 fun ones. Let's see if the nightcap will do the same for us here. Back in about 45 minutes here on Magnitude Sports.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.